Hello guys, what is up? This is Scream112, otherwise seen on Metagamingtv now, hosting here on War Thunder, the official War Thunder Twitch channel. We are going to be spectating and watching some amazing gameplay. We're hoping here it's going to be NBSI from Japan versus LK, a European team, a team consisting of players from, all across Europe. They are both in the semi-final, the winner bracket, semi-final in simulator battles in the Gladiator Super Cup 2015. This is gonna be tough. Like, you guys cannot imagine how excited I am to watch this match. I missed the previous NBSI game, which went over 2 hours long. It's on our YouTube though. If you go to Metagamingtv on YouTube, you can find the previous NBSI match. It's there. It's more than 2 hours long. It is crazy. It was spectated by and commented by Average Adam, who currently is at his day job. He will be joining me later this afternoon to spectate 2 other games. But first off, we have the NBSI versus LK semi-final. Whoever wins this match today will move on to the winner bracket final. It's not the grand final they're moving on to, but they're one step closer to the grand final. It's just gonna be so damn exciting. NBSI have only but in the previous 2 matches in the round of 8 and the quarterfinal, they've both times won with 5 points to 1. Like, they've been pretty darn good. LK, on the other hand, has gone 4-2 and 4-2 in both their previous matches. So, I mean, looking at just the points, the NBSI is favorites. However, anything can happen. This is obviously another match, another day. We're just looking forward to see what's going to happen, where we're going to go from this. NBSI, if I'm not mistaken, actually winning the simulator battles in the Gladiator Cup Western Conference, or Western Conference. Like, they had a Western and Eastern Conference. That's why there's a Super Cup now. We have the top 8 teams from Russia and the CIS countries. That's the Commonwealth of Independent States. Pretty much Eastern countries if you're in Europe. You had the Western Conference, which pretty much was the rest of the world. It was European, American, and Asian nations or teams battling it out. Or NBSI, Japanese team, who's always been at the top 3. They've been so good in the Gladiator Cups before. They're just amazing to watch. It's gonna be an honor. It is my favorite. NBSI, hands down, my favorite team is, especially when we're looking at the simulator battles. This is the team I'm rooting for. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes. LK, I'm not sure if I've been spectating much of them, but just the fact they're in the semi-final is making LK... I mean, it's nice to see a European team. And what I was going to transit into here was which airplanes are they going to fly. We've seen a lot of BF-109s. We've seen a lot of Yak-1Bs. And stuff like that, and they're currently selecting their airplanes, but I can tell you that they're done with selecting or vetoing airplanes where they remove an airplane each to see which one it's gonna be. They seem to be ready with that, and they're now readying up. We're gonna be spectating the first 1 versus 1 duels, which is worth 1 point. There's going to be 4 1 versus 1 duels. If that ends up being a draw, we're then going to have a 5th 1 versus 1 duel to see who gets the first point. So here's how it's going to be. We're going to have 1 versus 1, we're going to have 2 versus 2, and we're going to have 4 versus 4. The 1 versus 1 is worth 1 point, the 2 versus 2 is worth 2 points, and the 4 versus 4 is worth 3 points. So who do you guys root for in chat? I want to see you guys in the War Thunder Twitch chat. Who are you rooting for? If you're watching this over on any other channel that might be hosting this, then please come over to twitch.tv/warthunder to have a look and chat with us here. Who do you guys think will win? What does the chat think? Twitch chat. What do you guys think? Who's your favorite here? By the way, the airplane they're going to be flying is going to be the Yak-1B. Again, it's been the Yak-1B and the BF-109s consistently in like 95% of the matches that we've been spectating has been either one of those two planes. So in this one, it's going to be the Yak 1B. Chipcho thinks LK. Nicholas thinks LK2. Mantis thinks NBSI 100%. Seal thinks LK. Shamden thinks NBSI. Alish Calmer thinks LK. NBSI. It's almost 50-50 at the moment between you guys there. Alright, they're now readying up. We're gonna soon be jumping into the first 1 versus 1 here. One minute to start, 30-second ready up has been the word. It looks to be Fall Fire for LK fighting against War Kinako. So far has not started the game yet. There we go, now it's loading, so you guys will bring you guys into the action here. All right. Waiting for them to load it in. 5 seconds. Start. We'll unlock the camera here so we can move around. We have Workinako for NBSI fighting against Fallfire 13 from LK. And as this is a 1 versus 1, usually they have to do a crossover before they can start firing at each other. It's hard to even see the opponent. There you go. You see the dot over there? You guys see the dot? That is his opponent. There we go. Getting some markings. And we go. They're doing pretty much the same maneuver here, where Workinako seem to have gone more so upwards than Fallfire, who went more sideways. He's about to get the nose up. Will he get it enough? I don't think so. It looks like Workinako here has had a little bit more altitude, but Fallfire did seem to get some good energy going there too. But he's using the flaps. We've been talking about this before. Oh my god, already hit him, put him on fire, and this looks to be the end of this airplane. The fire is not out. Nope, it's just spreading. It's just burning up the plane. This is simulator battle, guys. They are stuck in cockpit view. Wing is off. He's down. First 1 versus 1 duel goes to NBSI. That was actually a very, very quick game, considering this is a simulator battle. They are stuck in cockpit view. They have to see each other through the cockpit. There is no third-person view, which we as a spectator here has the luxury of having. Yeah, we're just waiting for the game to end, which is usually takes quite a few. Like it takes like up to 30 seconds. There you go, captured the zone. And they're now gonna quickly here, they're gonna swap players, and we're gonna go into the next 1 versus 1 round. NBSI is up 1. Oh boy, it's gonna be my favorite all-time player in simulated battles. The freaking monster of NBSI, the guy who turned this guy, guys. Like seriously, this person in the first Gladiator tournament in 2014. Ended up alone 1 versus 3 in the 4 versus 4. Like 1 versus 3. He came back. He killed all 3 of them. Like he 1 versus 3 and won the 4 versus 4 for his team. When, like, it was a clutch moment, they had to win to progress in the tournament, and this person did it. It is gonna be, well, you guys are gonna see it very soon here. Maybe some of you guys remember. Maybe some of you guys were here. It is gonna be NBSI Mobius versus... I'm a little bit too quick here. Versus, and waiting for them to spawn, obviously. Mobius. Alright, we'll see how he performs in this 1 versus 1. Anything can happen. LK definitely being one of the very, very best teams in Simulator Battle in War Thunder. Being in the semi-final here versus NBSI. Oh my lord, the nickname. Alright, it's Mobius versus Justin Bieber. I have no comments. I have no further comments on that nickname. Well, now I know who I wants to win. It doesn't, like, you know. Mobius making a interesting turn and nose down here. Well, Justin is... oh my god, the wing decals. You guys... oh my god. Oh lord. Alright. Well, there is hearts on this one too, but a different one. I like Mobius' paint job a little bit more, it looks like. You can see, right? Alright, it is Valentine's Day, so at least the hearts is fitting. Alright, Justin Bieber coming around up here. Man, it feels so bad saying that. Can he get the nose? Can he get the stall? I think this might be the hammerhead move. Who's gonna stall out first? Justin is stalling. And so is Mobius, and this could be... you hear the flaps, guys. You see the flaps. This is where Mobius goes like, time to hunt. No? Oh, Justin is turning back up around. Mobius, you might want to use those flaps again. You can hear... okay, he's using the flaps again. But so is Justin is also using them flaps. He's using combat flaps from the looks of things. So... oh! Bullets fired, nothing connected. Oh! Boom! Set on fire. So far, fire has been the lethal thing here. Black smoke, fire, engine seems to be stalling. This is definitely not something you're gonna recuperate from. So, my baby's going down. NBSI looking very, very confident in the 1 versus 1 duel so far. Winning the first 2 duels. This means that LK now has to win the next 2 duels to actually draw out this first round worth 1 point to have a chance at getting that point. If you want to look at the VODs, I'll go fetch that for you guys while we wait for the next the next 1 versus 1 team here or duo to ready up here. NBSI having won the first 2 duels. They're looking really, really good. Oh, I think Wicked Mouse helped us out there. That should probably be the playlist, right? Let me check real quick. Okay, that's the link to the channel. Alright, I'll also give you a link to the playlist with all the gladiator stuff. War Thunder Super Cup. Here you go. And that's a link to all the VODs so far uploaded that me or Average Adam has been commentating on. Alright. Back in the game. Waiting for them to spawn. We'll see who it will be. Who will be fighting who? NBSI being up 2 rounds so far, or 2 duels, however you want to see it. If NBSI wins this one, they win the 1 versus 1s. They usually play all 4, even though NBSI, if they win this, they already have the point. More like an honorable thing. Murahiga for NBSI versus Nitro Express for LK. Do you guys see the dot? Do you guys see the dot? Have you cleaned your monitors? I need to. Murahiga. There we go. Passing. And they're starting to do the turns already. You can tell. Here we go. This is like a mirror. They're doing more or less the exact same move. I don't see any flaps on either plane. Who will turn the best? I think both are gonna stall out at almost the same time. Murahiga looking to either purposely. We see the flaps. He's trying to use the flaps to get energy by going downwards here to not stall out, to be able to outturn Nitro Express, who's also using flaps. And here comes the dance of death, as we call it. Dun 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 dun. Oh, nope, says Murahiga. Avoids that chance for Nitro to get a shot off. But ooh, close for Murahiga. Doesn't look to have done any damage, though. It did not connect. But he's getting another chance. Ooh, that was close as well. You could see the tracers almost hitting that wing. NBSI being very confident so far. Look at that. That is just how you use them flaps. And flames. NBSI putting every opponent in the 1 versus 1 duel so far on fire as they go down. NBSI have secured the first point already. However, they probably will play the 4th 1 versus 1 duel anyway. I would assume it's up to the teams if they want to or not. We'll see. We'll see what they do, and I will update the score when the 1 versus 1s are over. We'll see what they do here. From the look of things, though, they're getting ready to do the 2 versus 2. It seems like, as at least there's on the amount of players here readying up. I'm gonna update the score, so that is done. NBSI have now 1 point officially. 3-0 in the first round. NBSI 1-0. They're moving on to the 2 versus 2, so there won't be any 4th. The fires, guys, and not being the best historian at the on this particular thing, I would not be surprised if using both landing flaps or combat flaps, depending on what were available to you or how efficient it were, definitely must have been a thing in World War II, in the, you know, dogfights, right? So there is no repair cost, by the way, for custom battles. Just so you guys know, no repair cost for the airplanes. That would be silly, obviously. People wouldn't be able to play custom battles too much. You want to be able to use custom battles for fun, or like in this case, tournaments. But yeah, definitely, you know, using flaps is obviously a thing. That's why they exist. So pilots used whatever tools and things they could to their advantage. The best pilots of World War II knew exactly how to use everything on the airplane to give them the edge and the advantage over their opponents. And that is a comment to Twitch chat, which where someone were arguing whether they like or dislike the landing flap meta. There is a 3-minute break happening right now. I'll take this opportunity to say thank you, Rocket and Cytec, for sponsoring the tournament. We're gonna take a quick look at the Rocket, the new Rocket mouse Tyon, which has 16 buttons, a fin, and it just looks amazing. All right, like here we go. Here we go. I'll show you guys this one right here, right now, while we wait for the next match.
Meet Meet the Rocket Tyon, featuring the brand new Rocket Accelerator analog thumb paddle, giving you unrivaled command capabilities. The new Rocket Fin switch, letting you execute multiple maneuvers at the same time. 4 ergonomic top buttons, instinctively placed so that you can hunt for prey, not for buttons. Meet the new standard in gaming mouse control.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Rocket Tyon, right? What mouse do you guys use? Type in Twitch chat. Which mouse or mice or what do you use? Maybe you use a joystick. Maybe a Cytec joystick? Let us know. Let us know in Twitch chat. What do you guys use? I think that Rocket Tyon mouse looks amazing, and I seriously want one. Like I need to replace my old one anyway, so I'm literally like really after watching those ad a few times, I'm like, you know, I don't care about if the fin is good or not. It just looks cool. It has a fin. It's all about looking cool, isn't it? One minute to start. They are now readying up for the 2 versus 2, which is worth 2 points. NBSI won the 1 versus 1 duels and took the first point. We are gonna move into the 2 versus 2. There's gonna be 2 versus 2 matches or duels, and well, if each team wins one each, then there's a third one to decide. Obviously, there is always the chance of a tiebreaker. We'll see here if LK can come back and take 2 points in the 2 versus 2s. Maybe they are better when they have a co-pilot with them or a wingman that can help them in battle. The landing flaps is definitely an interesting discussion that if you're watching this in the VOD, Twitch chat they're still contemplating about whether landing flaps were used in real life or not. And you still gotta take a look at this also from a game perspective. This is simulator battles, sure. It is as close as you can get at the moment. I don't know of any other title or game that gets this, you know, at least to me, it feels that this is very, very close to how it could have been real life when it comes to how the planes perform, how the flight models, all of that feels really good. And that's kind of what you gotta find. You gotta find that, like, you know, how far do you go, like, how far can you go in a simulator mode, right? And sure, while there might have been small differences between real life and the simulator that they're playing, it is still a simulator they're playing. They're gonna be able to sometimes there will be something that is a mechanic in the game that they can use that might not be 100% historically true or accurate, but you know, still pretty close to it, and they're gonna be using those to their advantage. This is a game. This is an esport tournament. So yes, whatever is allowed and legal to use will most likely be used if you want to be one of the top players. All right, here we go. They have spawned. It's Fallfire 13 versus Pek to Pa. Flying out for all LK, Mobius and Workinako flying out for NBSI, and look at those lightnings. Oh, they are perfectly placed next to the star. Looks good. Pectopa climbing, Mobius coming across here. Workinako. That nickname is hard for me to say quickly. Boom. They don't have to pass each other in in the 2 versus 2. Usually we end up getting a 1 versus 1 duels. Smoke is being put by Workinako, probably telling Mobius where he is, who he is, so no friendly fire can happen, and where he needs to go. Mobius just found Pectopa, and that battle is right now commencing. Bullets were fired. Fall Fire is coming across over here. They are now close to helping each other. They have chances here to come across the other guys. Workinako having that acrobatic smoke on. He just turned it off. Oh! Pectopa firing on what looks to be a Mobius. Using them flaps, you can hear him turning them on and off. Enabling, disabling. They're now in what appears to be the corkscrew, barrel roll, aileron roll. Oh! Ooh! Almost colliding with his teammate, actually. Not very far away, actually. Mobius is on Pectopa. He has critically damaged. Actually, Fallfire has critically damaged by Workinako. Oh, how does Pectopa look like? Let's jump to him. Ooh, he's flying low now. Trying to drag Mobius with him. Fallfire on the tail of Mobius. Mobius breaking off. How does Fallfire look like? Oh, the crit is on the right. The right aileron. That will make that plane. And there is coolant leaking. And he will have a harder time flying that airplane. Workinako. 2 versus 2 duelist in his title. Coming back around here to try and finish off Fallfire. Pectopa on the tail of Workinako. Try and help his teammate, and that's when Workinako, he's like, nope, screw that. Fallfire is not that biggest threat, and Mobius, ooh, coming around to try to get Pectopa. He's pretty much doing a hammerhead stall here, but he also want to avoid Fallfire, who is now close on the tail, but having the aileron damage, he does not maneuver that plane very well. I mean, he does maneuver it very well for the damage that it is, but he can't keep up. Like, it shouldn't be too much difficulty for Mobius to stay away from him, and he's now trying to get up to Pectopa, who's going up there to try and get Workinako, who has gone into a spin. He actually is set on fire by Pectopa, but there you go. Mobius finishing him off. Now it's Mobius versus Fallfire. Fallfire, you needed to make that count. Doesn't look like he connected any bullets on Mobius, and now Pectopa shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, sorry, Fallfire. The nicknames. Fallfire should not be too much of a problem for Mobius in a 1 versus 1. Mobius being a very, very skilled pilot and having a fully upwork. Whoa, what? the stall, the spin. I'm not sure it's gonna help you much here. It's just so much, you know, it's not much damage overall, but that right aileron just makes it so much more difficult to you know, be in a 1 versus 1 situation, that I feel Mobius should eventually be able to come around here. I would advise him to use the flaps. He actually, yeah, there they go, flaps. And the right turn probably being the easiest turn for Fallfire. Oh, the flaps are being used, look at this. And we should see this finished soon. Nope, using machine guns. Not wasting those cannons, or maybe the cannons are out. But you don't really need to use anything other than machine guns if you don't want to. Oh, he had a few cannon rounds in him. He's just trying to line that perfect shot. And Fallfire's obviously making every possible maneuver here to not make that happen, but oh, bam! as hard as that plane was to navigate, to maneuver, control, he eventually did go down by hitting the ground, a tree, a house. We was just not able to stay above the terrain there. This means that NBSI takes the first 2 versus 2 duel, meaning that the next 2 versus 2 duel is gonna probably, it's gonna decide here whether we get a third or not a third. If NBSI wins the next duel, the 2 versus 2 duel, they take 2 points. If LK wins it, then we're gonna have a third and deciding duel. One 0 in the second round, NBSI plus. 30-second, ready up. So, from the look of things, we're going to have Murahiga and Hanzo Hattori flying out for NBSI versus Justin Bieber and Nitro Express flying out for LK. Just waiting for them to load up the game or the match. We were not close enough to see exactly what he hit. It could have been, it was both, there were both trees and structures at the place. He was just too low and he hit something. If he didn't hit a tree, he would have hit a house. Like, he was just not able to stay up. NBSI is pretty good. I agree with you, Steve. I agree with Steve in Twitch chat. NBSI is really, really good. They're showing it right here, right now in the winner bracket semi-final. 5 seconds to start. Here we go. Hanzo Hattori. Murahiga. Justin Bieber. Oh, Nitro Express. I like I was using the what looks to be the Finnish flag on the rudder there on Hanzo Hattori. Murahiga Nitro Express seems to be engaging in a one-on-one duel here. Justin Bieber and Hanzo Hattori. I cannot say that with a straight face. Seems to be off here against one another. It seems to be, again, 1 versus 1 duels. However, we did have them all, blend and mingle and come across each other in the previous 2 versus 2, so I like that. Hanzo Hattori has altitude. That's for damn sure. Justin Bieber coming up here around. The fact that he has gladiators 4 versus 4 there actually means that he LK did or at least him did very, very good in the previous tournament. All here are top 8 teams in the last year's end of last year gladiator tournament. Murahiga using them flaps, trying to spin around, come around the aileron roll. Trying to get onto Nitro Express. Nitro, obviously, pretty much doing the exact same thing. Trying to come across, get on Murahiga, using flaps. This is where, as we say sometimes, we would like to see the teammate of one of these come over and just help. Just get that one guy done. But Hanzo and Justin is up high doing a circle instead. I mean, you gotta give it to Justin Bieber, though. He definitely flies these World War II airplanes in simulator battle much, much better than he sings. Don't you agree? I mean, it might be down to personal taste, but that's the, I feel that's a very objective opinion. Alright, Murahiga looks to be getting finally his nose on Nitro Express. I mean, just using those flaps, being on the tail here of Nitro, you know, should be plenty enough here. And Nitro's trying to go up into some type of stall maneuver. But that was crit damage. Nitro now looks to be having quite the damage over his plane. It's both ailerons and flaps on the left wing being damaged. He can't pull up. Nitro is down, and that leaves Justin Bieber alone to fight for LK. Hanzo popping acrobatic smoke. This is so that Mobius... Shit, I said Mobius. I meant this is so Murahiga, his teammate, can easily spot them and find them. The problem here really is that these two are on very high altitude compared to where we find Murahiga, who is now obviously trying to climb and climb and climb. Like, he has to climb for quite a while. This could be a very long duel if they're gonna stay up here. My strategy would be get Justin Bieber on your tail, pull him down to lower altitude. That's what I would have done. But sure, that is risking yourself and your skin. But knowing that you are, NBSI could afford to lose, but you're still two guys. Like, if you can just pull him down, you know, you can still do that in some spinning maneuvers where it's not that easy for him to hit you. But it appears that we're gonna be waiting for, as you can see, we're gonna be waiting for Murahiga to climb up to them. Look at that nice acrobatic smoke as he's doing some funky moves. Oh! 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 Being eager on Bieber. Oh, and I stalled out a little bit because he really went nose up, like trying to do something about this. I wonder what Justin is feeling right now. He does have a chance here to go for Murahiga, actually. Murahiga can become the bait. No. He seemingly decides not to. Hanzo, turning and turning. Justin, turning and turning. That should be the next hit single from Justin, right? Turn and turn, turn. Okay, I can't sing, but... Can Justin? Hanzo. Murahiga. And Justin. Alright, Justin is going for Murahiga now. I mean, if he actually manages to get Murahiga shut out there, he had his chance. If he actually managed to, or still does, then that would be, you know, all that he needs. But this is obviously so that Hanzo can get on the tail of Justin, who's on the... Well, and Justin probably realizes, no, he's still hunting for Murahiga. I mean, he is 1 versus 2. He just gotta take one of them out as soon as possible. Oh, and Hanzo's still flashing that acrobatic smoke. He should probably try to use the flaps a little bit more. Come on. Bring them flaps out. Oh, do not crash with your ally. That can be just what Justin needs though to win, is for Murahiga and Hanzo to crash into one another. Which would be hilarious for us to spectate and watch, obviously. Alright, the flaps are out as much as they can be. And... Ooh, was that enough? Was that damage? I don't see any damage done on... Oh, that's Murahiga. Sorry, Justin. I don't see any visual damage on him at the moment. He also is flapping and flapping, having them flaps out. Hanzo and... Where's he? Murahiga trying to get... Alright, so here we go. Murahiga being hunted by Justin, who's being hunted by Hanzo, who's being hunted by Murahiga. That's kind of what it looks like. Well, I'm assuming the teammates are not gonna go for each other, but they're now very, very, very low altitude. Oh! Oh, this is, oh boy. Murahiga, you're gambling. You're playing with fire here. The fact Justin is not hitting is obviously very frustrating for him because that lets Hanzo get on him. And Justin is critted. Justin is critted, guys. Oh boy. I think that's all she wrote. Hanzo's just now using the machine guns at the moment. I think the cannon can eventually happen, but honestly, this is GG! NBSI taking home the 2 versus 2. That gives them another 2 points. They're now going to be up 3-0. LK now has to win the 4 versus 4 to have a chance at winning this match, this entire series. Whoever wins here goes to the winner bracket final. It is not yet decided who they will be facing there. The other semifinal has not been played yet. Whoever loses goes down to the loser bracket. They're still in the tournament. They're still going to be able to fight their way to the grand final if they got what is needed to do so. Whoops. Yeah. There we go. Alright, NBSI 3, LK 0. Next is going to be 4 versus 4. Sometimes there's a break here. Sometimes there's like a 5-minute break. We will see if that happens or not. But we're moving on. It's going to be 4 versus 4. "30-second ready up." There is no break here. We will quickly move into the 4 versus 4, which is going to see 4 NBSI players up versus 4 LK players. Ooh. This is where stuff gets chaotic. This is where it's difficult, and I will do my very best to keep up with what is going to happen here. But at the same time, the 4 versus 4 is the most grandest of them all, I think. It is just such a beautiful thing, though. The chaos is beautiful. The organized chaos. Sometimes, I mean, the strategies, just the feels. The feels, guys. It's gonna be awesome. 30-second ready up. Has been said. There must have been 30 seconds very soon. And it's now loading. All right. Waiting for them to spawn. Five seconds until start. Start. They're now spawning in, guys. Murahiga. Let's go this order. Murahiga. Warkinako. Mobius. Pick-to-Pa. Fallfire. Nitro Express. Hanzo Hattori. And Justin Bieber. That's all of them. Alright, let's take this in another order, though. Fallfire, Pick-to-Pa, Justin Bieber, Nitro Express, flying out for LK. Mobius, Warkinako, Murahiga, and Hanzo Hattori flying out for NBSI. This is the 4 versus 4. If LK wins, there's gonna be a tiebreaker. If NBSI wins, they take the entire series with 6-0. Who do you guys think? Who do you guys in Twitch chat think will win the 4 versus 4? Who are you rooting for, or who do you think will win? Or who do you hope wins? Murahiga and Fallfire here. Justin Bieber firing on Hanzo from the looks of it, from the sounds of it. Nitro on Warkinako. Justin on Hanzo. I think whoever gets the first kill will have a huge advantage. Oh, Hanzo breaking off from the looks of things. Justin breaking off too from the looks of things as well, or making another move come around here. Did not get another cross there on him. Hanzo. Hattori. Murahiga. Nitro. Did Nitro just fire? Murahiga is on the tail of Fall Fire. Fall Fire is actually leaking, cooling. Coolant. Somebody popped a little bit of acrobatic smoke, probably to let teammates know where and what. Mobius passing by Pack 2. No crit damage really yet. The coolant can't be counted as such. Oh! Oh boy, Warkinako is down! Shut down by Fall Fire! That's not what you want to see if you are a NBSI player or fan. This means it's 4 versus 3 now. This could give LK the advantage they need. Nitro firing on Hanzo. I heard explosion. I heard something. I do not see anything yet. It could have been the plane crashing. The other plane was shut down, actually. Hanzo's trying to fly straight. Justin has Mobius on his tail. Mobius is very good. I even lost... what? Hanzo obviously doing maneuvers, trying to break off. Nitro been hit enough. Nitro's actually critted by Mobius. Where is the crit? Oh, it's in the fuselage. There's a lot of holes in it. Oh, Nitro, what are you gonna do? Fall Fire, coming from above. Use them flaps if you're smart. Oh, Hanzo, he has Hanzo in sight. Oh, he could also get Murahiga if he... Ooh, almost. Nitro is now on fire. It's now 3 versus... Oh! Mobius been shot down by Pegtupa. Nitro been shot down by Mobius, and Murahiga is on fire. That leaves Hanzo. Ooh! Murahiga, get it out! Murahiga is no longer on fire, but Engine is dead. He is more or less useless on this altitude. No possible way for him to fly. There's 3 LK still flying. It is gonna be Hanzo Hattori. 1 versus 2. Because Justin Bieber just got shot down by Hanzo Hattori. Hanzo doesn't seemingly have any visual damage, but he's 1 versus 2, and they are both on his tail. What can he do here? Low altitude. Low altitude. That is not a very, very good move. How? Oh yeah, there you go. Damage done. The tails, the elevators damaged. The right little elevator more damaged than the left, but they're both damaged, and now his turning and maneuvering capabilities is handicapped. It is altered here. I'm not even sure he's gonna be able to pull up from here. Oh, the flaps isn't helping. No, and LK takes the 4 versus 4, which equals 3 points. They just made the entire series 3-3. We're gonna have to go into a tiebreaker, guys. Here's how the tiebreaker works. I'm gonna explain it very soon. I'm actually gonna update this score first. Here's how the tiebreaker works. So just as before the entire match starts, and they have the vetoing of airplanes, they're gonna do the same thing here now. One of the teams is gonna go veto. They're gonna remove either 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, or 4 versus 4. All right. So for example, NBSI will go, we do not want to do 4 versus 4. Perhaps that maybe they don't want to do that, right? So they remove 4 versus 4. The other team goes like, well, we don't want to do 1 versus 1, so they remove that. That means that leaves 2 versus 2 left, which will then be the deciding round. They're gonna play a whole nother series or round of 2 versus 2 to decide who wins. That's the example. So as soon as I know which mode they will be playing, I will obviously announce it to you guys. So that's what's going on right now, is that the arbitrator is now trying to figure out which mode it's gonna be. Meanwhile, we wait for that. What do you guys think? Who will win? LK or NBSI? Do you guys think that NBSI will? Do you think? What do you guys think? What are we gonna see here? Which round will be the deciding? Will it be 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, or 4 versus 4? What do you want to see though? Do you guys want to see it 1 versus 1 deciding the entire series? That actually means 4 other 1 versus 1 duels again, right? If it's gonna be 2 versus 2, it's gonna be 2 versus 2. If it's gonna be 4 versus 4, it's gonna be 1 4 versus 4. What do you guys want to see? 4 versus 4, 2 versus 2, or 1 versus 1? It seems to be a lot of people rooting for LK in Twitch chat at the moment. Maybe the turnaround in 4 versus 4 convinced a lot of people that, holy cow, LK, oh yeah, go go go. Or is there still anyone rooting for NBSI? Seems to be 2 versus 2, 4 versus 4 that most people want to see. We have one guy saying 1 versus 1 will be more interesting. 2 versus 2s are pretty interesting. Here we go. Some people still thinks that NBSI will have this. They got this. Guys, I can now officially tell you what round is gonna happen. It's 1 minute to start. They are now readying up for. What do you guys think? Is it 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, or 4 versus 4? They're now readying up for the round. It's gonna be deciding this. I will let you guys know when we go into the game what we are gonna be spectating and watching to make it to draw it out for you guys. I'm not gonna give anything away before, but it has been decided. Three versus 3 does not exist. Ooh. I'm getting nervous, guys. I'm getting really nervous. This is nerve-wracking. Whew. Alright, it is now loading, guys. Whoever wins the deciding round gets 1 point. So, because that's all you need, really, to secure the deal here. This is worth 1 point, by the way. Whatever mode it is. 5 second start. You gotta love those 5 seconds though, right? They're super quick. And we have Mobius flying out for NBSI with Workinako. And yes, guys, this is a 2 versus 2. We have Justin Bieber and Nitro Express flying out for LK. It's gonna be a 2 versus 2 to decide this whole series. It actually means we're gonna have 2 versus 2, 2 versus 2. So this is the first one out of 2. If each team wins one each, then we're gonna have a third. But this is the series that will determine which team wins. Oh boy, Mobius diving already. He's going for energy here. Mobius decides that he's gonna go down. He is now pulling up. And you can see how effective that maneuver was right here as he's on the tail of Nitro. He's already killed. Well, we don't know yet, but the fire on Nitro is real. That is just so quick, so precise, so this is simulator battle. He's in a cockpit view. He just knows what needs to be done. He did it. No hesitation. Workinako on Justin Bieber. Popping smoke to show Mobius who's who. Where are we, dude? Coming around. Trying to get on the tail of Justin. And this is like a 2 versus 1 situation. Justin, it's not an easy thing. Like, what can he do? Oh! Was that on oh, damage was done though. That was such a good maneuver, such a good spin. If that was on purpose, he did that to break and make him fly past him. But now the question is, with that damage wing, are you gonna be able to restore from this? Or are you just gonna spin slowly? Oh, they're here to secure this deal. They can even afford crashing into him. They have 2 planes. But he's not recovering, guys. This is not happening. And NBSI takes the first 2 versus 2, which means that LK have to win the next 2 versus 2 to be in for it, to prolong this series. If NBSI wins the next 2 versus 2, they are the winners of the semifinal and they move on to the final in the winner bracket. To answer a question there about competitive gameplay, yes, War Thunder does have competitive gameplay. Last year there were 2 major tournaments called the Gladiators 4 versus 4, which pitted teams from all across the world against each other in a grand big tournament. The last of those were split into 2. You had a Western Conference and an Eastern Conference, and that's what we're seeing now. We're seeing the top 8 teams from the Gladiator tournament at the end of last year in the Super Cup facing off to see who's the best in the world. 30 seconds to ready up. They are going to move on quickly here. And it's going to be Murahiga and Hanzo Hattori. I see them already readied up. And they're going to face Fallfire and Pektupa, who's also readied up. So we're just now waiting for it to start. Now whoever wins this one... Well, if NBSI wins, they get the point. They are the winner and they move on. If LK wins, they are the winners. And no, actually, if LK wins, you're going to have a third 2 versus 2 to decide it. Whew. So definitely, NBSI is now 1 up on LK. NBSI just slightly more secure. And this is simulator battles. They are locked in cockpit. It is simulator flight models. This is as real as it gets. This is not. These players, these pilots are amazing good at what they do. And start. The airplanes was chosen before the entire series or match started, where they each team removed a group of airplanes, and then they removed an airplane each, leaving them with the airplane that was going to be flown in this entire series. There is a lot of information if you go to the War Thunder website and look up Super Cup. There you can find regulations and information on the forums under tournament session. Alright, Fall Fire, Peg to Pa versus Murahiga and Hanzo Hattori. If NBSI wins, they go on to the final in the winner bracket. If LK wins, there's going to have to be another 2 versus 2. And Hanzo pulling up on the tail of Fall Fire. He just can't. Or can he? He can. Fall Fire is stalling, and so is Hanzo. This is interesting. This is interesting. I don't know where the others are. Peg to Pa is coming here to help with Hanzo from the looks of it, with Murahiga on the tail. Fall Fire, I thought would wanted to go for Hanzo. I still think he wants to. Oh no, he swapped to Murahiga. This is actually good. This is how you do it. React to the situation. But he needed to take out Murahiga quickly. The NBSI guy are really secure. This did allow Peg to Pa to get on the tail of Hanzo. This is really nerve-wracking, guys. He's doing one of these upward screws. Roll around. Oh boy. You're just about letting Hanzo... No? Okay. Maybe not. Let's see. Murahiga. Where is the opponent? Oh! Hanzo! Being chased by Peg to Pa. Let's jump to Peg to Pa. Ooh! You cannot afford missing these shots. These is the most important shots you're taking in the tournament. In this round. But Hanzo flying so slowly, like this should... Oh! The flaps are being used. You just want to stay on top of him, on the tail. You just want to get that side, like... No? No? Oh, I don't think he can stay afloat. Oh! So close. Oh! No? Okay. Wow. I am... Oh! He's leaking. Hanzo is leaking. He's leaking coolants from the looks of it. Whew! What if he hit the water there? That was close. Where's Murahiga? He is high up in the air right now. Fighting with Fall Fire. Fall Fire actually, I think, is going down. No, he's not. Peg to Pa, though, still trying to get the better of Hanzo. So we have 2 different 1 versus 1s happening here. Oh, he's missing. This is nerve-wracking. I want to be able to spectate both of these 1 versus 1s at the same time. I feel like, oh, Hanzo. Oh, I was not sure if he was going to avoid that mountain there. The terrain is a real deal in this map. The flaps are being used. Oh, boy. You gotta hit him. No. He gotta be so frustrating there. Alright, what's going on here, Murahiga? And Hanzo and Fall Fire still... Fall Fire, I'm not sure who's having the upper hand here between Murahiga and Fall Fire. But they're still dancing over here. This is where... Just leave him. Go help your teammate. Oh, Hanzo has managed to gain the energy and actually is... slowly getting away from Peg 2. He's coming over here to help. I think. Or maybe not. But this is where Peg 2, he broke off from the looks of things. I'm not sure if that was the right choice. Oh! We could see Fall Fire over there. He just shot down Hanzo. He just put him on fire. It is now a 2 versus 1. It's now Murahiga versus Fall Fire and Peg to Pa. This is gonna be crazy. Oh, damage been done. Damage been done to the fuselage, to the tail end of the fuselage. Nothing really damaged though, nothing critted, but whew. Oh hey, Murahiga, you better take someone out quickly to make this a 1 versus 1, or I think you're screwed. If LK takes this now, we're gonna have another 2 versus 2 to decide this semifinal. It doesn't get more exciting than this. This is how you want the finals to be. This is how you want it to be. You want it to go to the very, very end. And then even further. Wow. LK just do not want to lose. They just don't want to quit. And they just put another more bullets into the engine here of Murahiga, where he's now leaking oil. He might actually be able to take Fallfire right here. He is not, I mean, oh, yeah, well, you needed to hit. He does, oh, he can still do it. I think Fallfire might be trying to play bait here. This might be the strategy to get Pektupa on the tail of Murahiga here. I mean, that's seemingly what is happening anyway. Oh! Lots of bullets. So when is Pektupa gonna start firing? Maybe he just can't see anything. Maybe his cockpit is getting all blurred out by all the oil that he's leaking here. Maybe he's like, ah, come on. He just now broke off though. Well, not really. And this is the end. No? 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 Wait. He might be out of bullets. He might be out of bullets. He's probably out of freaking bullets. He's trying to crash. He just did! And Fallfire is fine. Wow. He was out of bullets. He had no more ammunition. Then that's what you have to do. And he freaking did it in simulator, guys! That is so skilled. Holy cow. Wow. Just wow. Whew. Oh, the victory smoke. Whew. LK takes it back. And in what fashion? In what manner? Oh my lord. Wow. Just wow. Oh. Wow. This I'm just flabbergasted or whatever the freaking the word. That is awesome. I agree with Steven Twitch out here. That is awesome. Whew. So we're gonna ready up and go into a third 2 versus 2. This is the last and final anything, and they're taking a 3-minute break. They're taking a 3-minute break. All right, well, guys, that's a 3-minute break. All right, okay. So, Rocket, Cytec, sponsors of the Gladiator tournament, the Super Cup. 3-minute break. What a tease. We gotta wait. Okay, we'll take a look at the Rocket tie-on mouse ad. It's a 30-second video. It's not much, but you know, they have a video of their latest product, their latest innovation with 16 mouse buttons, with a fin, which, you know, the mouse looks amazing. Let's have a look at it while we wait for things to happen here.
Meet the Rocket Tie-On, featuring the brand new Rocket Accelerator analog thumb paddle, giving you unrivaled command capabilities. The new Rocket Fin Switch, letting you execute multiple maneuvers at the same time. 4 ergonomic top buttons, instinctively placed so that you can hunt for prey, not for buttons. Meet the new standard in gaming mouse control.
Oh, guys. We're waiting. This is the waiting game. We're waiting for the last 2 versus 2. To decide who moves on, NBSI or LK, both fighting right now, or about to fight the last 2 versus 2 duel to decide the entire series in the simulator battle semi-final. Which team will go to the winner bracket final? And I do agree, by the way, that rocket mouse looks awesome. We all want to have that. Why can't there be Christmas soon? Oh, what? 30 seconds now until they're starting the match, loading in. It's gonna be. I can already tell. I think it's gonna be Fall Fire 13 and Pektupa, the duo that just won the very important 2 versus 2 duel for LK. They're gonna face Mobius and Murahiga. Mobius and Murahiga. Didn't Mobius fly with? Yeah, I think Mobius flew with Warkinako last time. So this means I think that if I'm not mistaken, I think NBSI mixed it up a little bit with changing the duos. They put Mobius and Murahiga together this time. I think. Now I'm not even sure, but Mobius did win theirs. Pretty sure. Mobius is just. He is the MVP almost, I feel like, for NBSI. They're all so amazingly well, but Mobius just keeps performing and performing and performing and delivering that, you know, as I don't know who decided or how they're working their thing, but me as a coach, I would, you know, in this deciding round, this deciding 2 versus 2, you want to have Mobius in it. And 5-second start, and they're now spawning, guys. This is it. There is no more rounds. There is no more tiebreakers. This is the tiebreaker. This is the one that will seal the deal for one of these 2 teams. Will it be LK with Fallfire and Pektupa flying out versus NBSI, Mobius, and Murahiga? What do you guys think? Whew. All right. Let's see what Mobius does here. Turning away a little bit. Diving down. This is his favorite signature move, I feel like, is the dive down. Oh, no, he didn't do more than that. Here's Fallfire. He's pretty much already decided who's he going for here. He's committed, and he's now rolling around here, trying to get on the tail. He is on the tail of Fallfire. This is Mobius is very, very skilled. Will he stick on this tail? I'm gonna jump over to Murahiga, who is where's the other guy? Fallfire. Well, here we have Mobius on his tail, and Pektupa. Oh, there we go. Pektupa is being tailed by Murahiga. Mobius down low with Fallfire. This is again one of these 2 1 versus 1. Oh wait, a second. Pektupa is on the tail of Mobius. I missed that. So this is a conga line with Murahiga at the end of it. Mobius coming around. Oh. Alright, so the conga line has been broken up a little bit, it seems like. Mobius is still trying to get on Fallfire, though. Fallfire seems to be going for Murahiga. Oh, boy. No crit damage yet. There you go. Fallfire being hit in the engine block. He's leaking oil. Mobius being hit in the engine block. He's leaking oil, too. He's actually shot down the wingtip. He's shot down. The game has decided he's shot down. Murahiga has to finish off Pegtupa quickly. How damage is Fallfire? Fallfire seemingly only have damage to the engine block. The question, the engine is dying. He's bursting. He's trying to do his best. He's gonna stall out. I think Fallfire is done. There's nothing he can do here now. So it is Pegtupa versus Murahiga. It's down to a 1 versus 1, guys. It is a 1 versus 1 between Pegtupa and Murahiga to decide who moves on to the final in the winner bracket. It's these two guys. The pressure is on them. There's nobody else to help them now. And wow, Murahiga, are you taking this chance? Are you taking this magnificent chance? You gotta hit though. Ooh, pilot sniped by Murahiga. NBSI, the first team in the 2 semifinals to move on to the winner bracket final. LK will have to battle it out in the loser bracket. Holy cow, that has been one of the most amazing series I've ever spectated in the Gladiator tournaments. Oh. Oh, wow. Just wow, guys. This is why we watch this. That was so close. LK came back. NBSI took the lead. They won the first 1 versus 1. They won the 2 versus 2. They had 3 points. LK won the 4 versus 4, getting 3 points. They went into a decider. They had to play 2 versus 2s all over again. NBSI won the first 2 versus 2. LK, with a tactical ram out of ammunition, won the second 2 versus 2 to prolong that into a third 2 versus 2 where everything was gonna be decided. And in what manner? Like, so awesome. This is the best of the best. This is amazing gameplay, guys. We're so lucky to have seen this. Very intense and good game. We are just about here to update the score. This means that it's 4 points for NBSI. Oh my god. Whew. Wow. Oh, I'm like shaking and laughing and crying at the same time. So happy tears. Watching this NBSI match versus LK. NBSI, Japanese team, being in the winner bracket final. It's wow. Okay, we're gonna go and take a look quickly here. So let's see here. I think we're gonna be let's see here. We're gonna be spectating the other semi-final in simulator battles later tonight, guys. Later today. We're gonna start though by spectating there's first gonna be a realistic battle. We're gonna be back at around, let's see here, 6 p.m. GMT, guys. 6 p.m. GMT. A few hours from now, just a few hours from now, we're gonna be back and we're gonna be watching a realistic battle. Let me go to the matches here and have a quick look. So we're gonna be spectating the 14th. That's today, and we're gonna be back and spectating. We're gonna be spectating the realistic battle winner bracket final between Sky Veterans and White Rhinoceros. That is gonna happen at 6 p.m. GMT. The time on their website is wrong, but it's 6 p.m. GMT. After that, we're going to be spectating the other semi-final in simulator battles between 159 BAG versus Team Verve Gaming. So we're going to be watching the other semi-final later tonight as well then to see who gets to face NBSI in the winner bracket. And we're also going to be watching, first we're going to be watching the realistic winner bracket final. Oh, this is the closest anyone has gotten to actually defeat NBSI so far in the Super Cup. But that's what you expect at the final stages. Like, that's what you do expect, is these results. Or these close battles. That's what you want to see. That's what's so awesome for us spectating. Maybe less so for... I don't know what the teams playing thing. There might be so nerve-wracking, right? But that is just so amazing. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Rocket and SciTech, for sponsoring the tournament. This has been the one of the simulator semifinals, Gladiator Super Cup between NBSI and LK. NBSI came out on top. And I'll be back later today, a few hours from now, spectating and commentating together with Average Adam. I'm Stream112 from Metagamingtv. Please go follow us over on twitch.tv/Metagamingtv. Also, don't forget to follow War Thunder here on Twitch, this channel, so that you don't miss any future coverage. And I'll see you guys later today. Alright, take care for now, and I'll be back.